Radhe Krishna, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Welcome to the Bhakti Secret episode number 13. The Lady of Tirkolur is continuing her divine comparisons with the devotion possessed by the various Alvars or the Vishnu saints. Just to refresh the memory, in our last two episodes, we discussed that Alvars were the saints who were devoted to Lord Vishnu, and in fact we saw the comparison which the Lady of Tirkolur did with two Alvars. One was Andal and the second one was her father Periyalvar. She continues her benchmarkings against the Alvars. In this verse, we are going to see another Alvar who goes by the name Tirumalizai Alvar. So the story about Tirumalizai Alvar is quite interesting because it's not a normal one. Tirumalizai Alvar was born to sage Bhargava and a celestial dancer or Apsara as it is usually known, called Kanakangi. But his birth was not a normal birth like any other human child. Tirumalizai Alvar was born as just a lump of flesh. So he was born without any form, and the parents were totally disappointed because they could do nothing with the piece of flesh. So they just discarded this piece of flesh into the bushes and they went away dejected. But Mother Earth took good care of this flesh, and Lord Vishnu had different plans for this formless child who was supposed to become one of the greatest saints. So he ensured by his grace that the formless child got a particular form as a normal human child, and he gave a divine darshan or vision to this child. And that darshan was just for a moment and he immediately disappeared. The child, now with a form because of the grace of Lord Vishnu, he earned for more such darshans and started crying continuously. Now imagine the child just born as a piece of flesh, then it got a form, and the first thing it saw was Lord Vishnu himself. So having seen the ultimate, it yearned for such visions. So it started crying continuously, and there was a farmer who was passing by that field. He heard the cries of the child and he immediately lifted the child and took him to his home, and he and his wife started bringing up this child as their own child. But this kid was not an ordinary kid. As we saw, his birth history itself was peculiar. So he didn't cry, he didn't sleep, he didn't have food or drink milk just as the normal children would do. Instead, he started demonstrating the traits or attributes of a yogi right from his birth. People from near and far used to flock to this farmer's house just to have a vision of this peculiar kid, because they knew that he was someone different. Now, right from the early age, Tirumalizai Alvar had a questioning mind. He inquired a lot. He wanted to know who was the creator, what is the cause of creation, why this world was created. So these questions continuously bogged him right from the early age of 7. That's when he started to do a lot of research. By research, it means he pored over the Vedas, he entered into different faiths, he meditated on various forms. So just to name a few, he started practicing the Shaivite path of worship, that is, he started worshipping Lord Shiva. Not completely satisfied with that, he even entered into different religions like Jainism, Buddhism, and finally he could not find any peace. And yes, he did meditate on the different forms of God, nature, and finally he concluded that it was Lord Vishnu who was the ultimate, and he was the one who Tirumalizai Alvar was seeking for long. So by meditating on Lord Vishnu, he found answers to his questions, and that gave him that peace of mind. So with that conclusion, he, in spite of his multiple research, he rejected whatever was not necessary and grasped that particular summary, the summary of truth. So there are a lot of incidents, a lot of stories in the life of Tirumalizai Alvar. Let us see one of the incidents, one of the interesting incidents. It so happened that there was a person with some supernatural yogic power who was flying in the sky. Now Tirumalizai Alvar was sitting in a particular place on the ground and he was meditating. So when this person with the supernatural power, he was flying in the sky, when he was flying over the place where Tirumalizai Alvar was seated, he found that he couldn't cross that path, he couldn't cross the place where this Alvar was sitting. So naturally he was curious, he came down, he saw that there was a brilliant light radiating from the Alvar. He got curious, he wanted to test this Alvar. So what he did was, through his yogic powers, he got a rich cloth made of silk and presented it to the Alvar, saying that it was a gift from him and the Alvar should discard the worn out clothes which he was wearing. Now the Alvar was equally brilliant. He could read the mind of this person. So he, through his powers, he got an armor made of pearls and presented it to him. The implied message there was, these powers, they are nothing before true devotion. Now this person understood what the Alvar was trying to say. Still, he was not convinced, he didn't want to go back, because it's human ego, right? So even this person's ego prevented him from not accepting the superiority of Tirumalizai Alvar. So again, what he did to insult the Alvar, through his yogic powers, he made a necklace out of pearl and handed it to the Alvar, saying that why don't you use this pearl necklace in your meditation? Again, was Tirumalizai Alvar ready to bow before all these material things? No. He just showed the person his tulsi mala, or the beads made of tulsi, and that shone like the pearl diamond, the pearl necklace which this person was presenting to the Alvar. Now this person's ego was completely flattened. He was convinced that it was not possible to tempt or attract this Alvar with normal material things. Accepting defeat, he went on his way. Now, there are many such incidents like this where Tirumalizai Alvar demonstrated that worldly things, material things meant nothing to him, and it was only the true devotion to Lord Vishnu which was the objective or the motto of his life. And this was the central theme which was reflected in all his hymns and poems, where he sings the glories of Lord Vishnu, and he explains that it is Lord Vishnu who is in everything, who is present in everyone. This exactly is the message which even Lord Shri Krishna gives in chapter 10 of the Bhagavad Gita, where he says that he is the one who is present in everyone and in everything. So with this, what we come to know is Tirumalizai Alvar did a lot of research. He went into many faiths. So it was not that his research was centered around a particular thing, but he researched on varied things, these are the things or the paths which lead to God. And finally he was convinced with one summary, that it was Lord Vishnu, and that is how he even presented in his poems, where he advises people that there are many things in this world, but our time in this world is very limited. The things are unlimited, the things to research, the things to study are unlimited. But since our time is limited, we should be focusing on something simple like meditating or chanting the names of Lord Vishnu. That is the summary he gave. And he rejected everything which was not necessary. So that is the message for us as well, that today we are living in an age of information overload, and with the advent of social media, there is no dearth of information or news happening in any part of the world. So it is easy for us to get lured to variety of messages and lose focus on what is important. This exactly is what Tirumalizai Alvar communicated. He was talking from the spiritual paths which lead to God. We can also take that message along with the message in our normal day-to-day lives, that it is easy for us to lose our time, to lose our peace of mind, to get that unnecessary stress from reading every bit of the news, which is what is happening around the world, and thinking that it may affect us in some way or the other. So this exactly is the point which was grasped by the lady of Tirukkolur. So her verse to Swami Ramanuja is, now this is again just like the last episode, we are focusing on the verse which the lady of Tirukkolur mentioned to Swami Ramanuja towards the end. So the objective was just to continue with the story of this Alvar and then give the final message. So the lady of Tirukkolur tells Swami Ramanuja, did I research and reject like Tirumalizai Alvar. Her point to Swami Ramanuja is, I am living in this divine land. So the summary for me should have been just to stay in this land and just to pray God and lead my life. But did I do that? No. I am concerned, I am bothered about many things, and that is making me leave this particular divine land. So I did not research, I did not reject the unnecessary like Tirumalizai Alvar. So there is no use if I am staying in this place or if I am leaving this place. So this was her point in short to Swami Ramanuja. So can we also try to do the research and avoid focus on unnecessary details and just focus on the summary? Life would become so much beautiful if we just had to focus on a particular summary. So we can try doing this and implementing this in our day-to-day lives and see the change. So that was from us in this Bhakti Secret number 13. Stay tuned for Bhakti Secret 14. Radhe Krishna, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shrimate Ramanujaya Namaha.